Back now on Triad today, and one of our good friends of the program is back with us again. She doesn't come often enough, but we always love it when she can make the trip down here. And Lori Bates, our director. Let's see, Sheila Jones. She's Director of Marketing and Development for Mountain Valley Hospice and Palliative Care. Welcome back, dear.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
Give me I always ask you the same thing to start off every program because I don't think you can say it enough. Give me 10 or 15 seconds on what hospice is and who it serves. We
care for anyone in the community who has a terminal illness with a primary diagnosis or prognosis of 6 months or less. So anything encompasses that: cancer, stroke, heart attack, any of those things. And
families can check the doctors, get diagnoses, and if it looks like that things are at a certain point, you can get palliative care, get that started. And
they have a question, they can call us. We can do it for them.
And we're going to put up a number and website for that later. Okay, April is a special month for hospice because of some very special people that help you.
Yes, April is National Volunteer Month. This week is actually National Volunteer Week. So we spend that month honoring the volunteers that help serve and take care of our patients and families.
How important are they?
They're very important. In the past year, volunteers did about 27,000 hours at the bedside. That is more than 22% of what hands-on patient care was provided to families.
If I want to volunteer for Mountain Valley Hospice, what kind of jobs could I do?
You could do anything as a volunteer. That's the perfect thing about, or the great thing about what we get to do is that we take your talents as what your interests are, what your talents are, and we use that to benefit our patients and families that we serve, such as you do great at being a public speaker. You could actually go and be a public speaker for hospice on behalf of us.
I could read to people, too.
Yes, you could. Read to people. You know, and just stay with someone at the bedside so a loved one can get out and take a break. You know, they're at home 24/7, 7 days a week. That prognosis does not go away. They need to go to the doctor themselves, go buy groceries, pay the bills, all those great things.
And that's something important that I was getting to next, which is, folks, those of you know who've been through this with parents or family, as I have, most of the time you have people that will, if they can, will be in their house, and hospice will help them at their own home. But there's also a Waltz Hospice Home that is celebrating an anniversary. Tell me about that.
The Waltz Hospice Home, which is the John and Howard's Waltz Hospice Home, located there in Dobson, is celebrating being open 5 years at this past March.
Why is that so unique? I mean, we've talked about how most people will stay at home and receive hospice care, but for those who need to go into a special home and the Waltz Home is there, why is it so unique?
Well, it's a wonderful place where folks can go and be with their loved ones in their final days and final weeks, and they get 24-hour care, and it's very home-like. You know, ceiling fans over the beds, you know, just simple little things that you take for granted when you're in a hospital setting or whatever.
Right, because they're just sometimes, depending on the kind of illness the family member has, you can't stay at home in the final weeks.
And it's hard, you know. A little lady who was 93 taking care of her husband who's 95, she can't pull and tug. The staff there can do that. She can still be at the bedside with him every moment of the day if she wants to be.
Right.
And then there's others like her, so she has a support system that's built in there.
It's just great. Let's shift gears a minute, but not too far off this, because there's an event coming up that's going to help raise money for hospice, and it's Tour de Mayberry, which has been around for a while. Give us a preview.
The preview is, it'll be June the 7th, I think is the right date, June the 7th, first Saturday in June. And new this year is we're doing a family and friends walk, which is you can walk in honor of a loved one, or have your family member have a team together and come and support us in a way like that.
Because a lot of people sometimes say, I'm not going to this event or that event because I don't run, I don't jog, but these are walks.
These are walks. We have a twofold. We have bicycling or cycling, 44-mile and 19-mile. Then we have a 5K that is chip timed that will start off, and then we also are having a family and friends walk that will take off simultaneously.
So something for everybody, because I mean the hardcore folks are going to do the harder stuff.
There's even an option for you, Jim, a snoozing option. You can send in your money and stay in bed and still get a T-shirt.
I do that now, but I'd rather not go into it. Now, up on the screen is tourdemayberry.net, and 789-2922 is a way to get some information. And if you want to volunteer or get general information about Mountain Valley Hospice, that website is up on screen too, mtmvalleyhospice.org. Thank you 5 million times for what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy being here.